Harley Quinn. We need him, don't deserve him, now he's our Batman.
Well, sometimes they can act a clown and go too far and mess around, but
Sometimes he just wants a hero.
He will accost ya. Give up, brainwash us. 'Cause he is a monster.
Hello, T. Congratulations on 150 subs. That sounded British? Not Australian? Sorry, I apologize. My days of the theater are behind me. How's it going, T? Congrats on 150 subs. You are just an awesome person to talk to on Twitter. Fantastic videos. Just watched your latest video on your Wonder Woman, your feelings on Wonder Woman. I took a little exception to the fact that you're saying that people won't take you serious because you're considered new to modern comics. Come on. I can actually relate to you a little bit when it comes to people not taking you serious. But just F them, who gives a shit? Just do what you do, say what you say anything. Hence the intro. That was just a shout out to the 80s part of your contest video. I want to keep this short. I don't want to bore you with my I don't know, comic book collecting history of favorite writers or artists. Gonna focus just on my favorite character, which is Batman, and talk about the writers and artists that affected me from that character, because he is a big part of my life. I love that character. I'm not saying that I know him. I'm like the Bat Maestro. I don't like giving titles like that. I'm just saying that I'm very passionate about the character. And basically, I am the first to admit that I don't know jack shit about Batman. I don't know issue numbers off the top of my head. Even though on Bat Chat I have been known to throw issues like that to shut up Travis. Whatever. I'm not gonna. Anyways, want to talk about comics? Want to talk about? Okay, let's talk about comics. Let's talk about Batman number 126. This is Curt Swan. He's one of my favorite artists because I know he's known for Superman. He also did a lot of Batman. Interiors in here are done by a gentleman. Actually, no, the interiors are not done by Sheldon Moldoff. I'll get to that later. Sheldon Moldoff is a guy that would ghost draw under the pseudonym of Bob Kane. You know Bob Kane? Yeah. So, a lot of conspiracies and controversies with Bob Kane and Bill Finger with the creation of Batman, but no one talks about Sheldon Moldoff. You know, he drew a lot of Batman and was not credited for drawing it. It would be credited under Bob Kane. But anyways, favorite writers and artists. Again, still on the topic of art. One of my favorite cover artists is Carmen Infantino. Everything about him when it comes to Silver Age, even Golden Age, just the colors pop out at me. No matter who the character is. I know I'm holding up my Batman issues of Mr. Infantino, but you know, a lot of Flash covers I love, and those other DC fantasy books too that he did were just amazing, and I really love things that like psychological anchors. Like, you know, a psychological anchor of mine is actually Mr. Aparo right here. This is, what issue is this? Batman 307. Like, this is awesome stuff. This is my Super Friends. Justice League is Mr. Aparo's Batman. This my childhood. Let me go closer there. I know it has massive glare. I keep my Batman Bronze Age in pristine condition. I pay top dollar for them. Another one of my favorite. I know I'm not talking about writers yet. I'll get to that soon. But my favorite, my favorite artists are Neal Adams. So we got some Neal Adams. These are just things I just picked out of my boxes right here behind me, in front of me. So I love Neal Adams Batman. You should hunt down these issues. These are classic covers, stories. That's one thing about I love my Batman is that he's timeless. The relevance of Batman for over 75 years is remarkable. Look at his arcs. It's essential reading for any comic book fan. And if you're new to superheroes, I suggest you go out there right now, get in your car, and pick up some Batman books. Doesn't matter. There's no such thing as a bad one. Just grab whatever. Anything before New 52. On to writers. Frank Miller. Come on. He's responsible for this Batman that we all know and love today. Change was inevitable, and he did it perfectly. So, I don't know if you ever read this. The Year One, issue 404. Dark Knight Returns. Stuff like that. Pick it up. Give it a shot. So yeah, I love Frank Miller as a writer. Also, I love Alan Moore. One of my first Batman, like the moment I took Batman serious, I remember in my classroom, death in the family was a big deal. Robin was gonna die. I wasn't really into Batman comics. I was just picking up anything. I was into like Thor and Iron Man, Punisher, Spider-Man. But then this Batman was always in the forefront out of everything. It was always like the top. And I'm like, what the heck am I missing out on? So I remember the death of Jason Todd. But at the time, I thought it was Dick Grayson. I always had that Dick Grayson in my head from the 60s Batman. So I didn't know JT was the new Robin at the time. And then I read this, The Killing Joke. This is when I said, F this. I'm like 100% on the Batman train. I'm all over Batman now. Alan Moore just blew me away with this. I was probably 12 years old. 12 years old when I read it. I only know that because I bought the Brian Bolland t-shirt. Well, Brian Bolland's Joker is my favorite Joker of all time. I think this is the last time he drew Joker. And first and last, I don't know. And I bought the famous, ha 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 with the, purple swirls in the back. I bought that t-shirt. I wore it until it got holes in the armpits, and I cut it out and I put it on my floor tom and my drum. So I always had that Joker, Brian Bolland Joker on my floor tom. Gave it the John Bonham muffled, triplets and shit like that. I'll do a video of me doing triplets for you later on too if you want to see me play drums, because I think I'm the best drummer in the YouTube comic community. I think, yeah. Modern day artists, you're picking up Witches, correct? That's right. You love it. I can't stand it. I'm joking. This is some beautiful Batman jock art right here. Look at that. Batman and Jason Todd, gorgeous. Pick up this annual. Get educated in the JT history. Just do it if you want to be my friend. Because if you don't read what I read, you're not part of my club. I'm a snob like that. If you don't like what I like, then you're out of here. I want nothing to do with you. I love this story, Joker. A lot of stuff. Lee Bermejo, one of my favorite modern artists. Your partner there is a fantastic portrait artist as well. Give him this book. Make him read this book. Look at the pictures. I'm sure he'll fall in love with it. A lot of stuff in here that I love about, especially this portrayal, this characterization of Harley Quinn. I love that Harley Quinn with the loose clothing. Her character here is very silent, but it's loud. You can tell it's silent but deadly, and I'm not talking about a fart. Yeah, she comes up on stage as a stripper, and it's just, I don't want to spoil this for you, but just look at her in the background. Just look at her in the panels. She doesn't say a word in this issue, in this book, but it's just her presence is beautiful. I would love for them to take this Harley out and make a story, build up on this story of that Harley Quinn, because she's vicious, and I just love it. So a Lee Bermejo type Joker style portrait, if I win this contest, would be greatly appreciated by me. And that's all the books I'm going to talk about right now. If I ever do a Bat Chat in the future, I would love for you to come on, talk about more Bat. Any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Whatever. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'll just hopefully my passion is infectious and it will spill onto you. That's all I want to do. And 80s movies. Yeah, you just saw Say Anything. Also, Big Trouble in Little China. I love that movie. I know that movie word for word. That my wife can't stand it. John Hughes, huge fan of John Hughes. The Whole World. of John Hughes. Love it. It's kind of like a comic book, you know. Characters all tied into one. That's the same community. That's Sherman, Illinois. Love that. I also love Pirate Resort. Is it Pirate Resort or Last Resort with Johnny Depp? Any movie that has any cheesy '80s movie that has like a chasing scene, you know, and with a music montage, and they run through girls' locker rooms with their topless, you know, those are hilarious. Up the Creek is another one. Uh, oh, Up the Creek is another one. Very cheesy '80s. Again, music montage running through the forest into tents with girls topless. You know, I was a kid. I thought it was great. But anyways, T, it's been a pleasure knowing you. I love talking to you. You're quickly becoming one of my favorite people on here, and just continued success to you and to your channel. And peace out to you and your family. See you later.